Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. It is hump day. We are halfway through our week. It's almost Friday.
Yeah.
This is Aftershock. You tuned in with Mamacita Meeks, and today with me in the studio, I have CJ Mendoza.
What's up, y'all? How's it going?
It's going good. How was your weekend, CJ?
Pretty good. I mean, never too long a weekend. You know how that goes.
So it's actually been a long time since me and you have actually had a long conversation. So tell me, what are you doing right now? Where you stay at?
Right now, I actually just moved to Sacramento about, 2 weeks ago.
Nice,
So I'm getting used to
congratulations.
that. Had a nice little long drive. Pretty boring, just really straight. Just really writing a lot, working on my music as of late. That's about
So
it.
what inspired you to move out to Sacramento?
My girl goes to school out there, and I mean, it was kind of just finally the right time to get out of Manteca a little bit.
Yeah,
you know,
I
it's not
feel
too far from home, still close, a little more opportunity out there.
Yeah, there's always something popping off in Sac that you can go to. So that's nice. So when you lived in Manteca, what high school did you go to out here?
I went to Sierra High School,
Went
all
to
4
Sierra.
years, yeah.
So in Sierra, did you do any music there, or did it kind of happen after high school?
Actually, I mean, music has always been around me. I don't know if you remember, my dad was a
Yeah,
drummer. Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
your dad was always
So, I mean,
in
music has always been
choir.
around me from my uncles and everything. And then in high school, actually, I started playing piano. And, I loved it. I kind of taught myself, and then I ended up taking classes. But as far as music goes in high school, that's about, all I really got into. It was kind of a lot later for me, getting into the music thing. But it's always, the love for it and passion, has always been there.
Yeah, it's always
but
been
it's
in your
just, I
family,
never
so
really,
it kind of rubbed off on you.
Yeah, I never really stepped foot into it until lately.
So what made you get into it besides your family? What made you say, all right, let me get into it. Let me start doing
I
my
think
thing.
now, I mean, as far as taking it really seriously, this is what I really want to do, kind of hit recently, and it's just I don't really express myself as far as basically if you listen to my music, you'll hear more of me than you'll get from a face-to-face conversation. So I think that's really cool because I mean, it's cool being an introvert. A lot of people are like that, especially artists, a lot of musicians
most
and
definitely
stuff.
a lot of them are.
So it's just a way of expressing myself for me, and it's fun as hell. So I mean.
Yeah, I really like your song Zone. I got it on
Thank you.
Spotify, and I noticed that's the only thing you have on Spotify right now, isn't it?
I have that, and I have another one about almost a year ago called "The Power of One." But
Was that a solo song
those
or
two,
was it a
yeah, it's just a
collaboration?
solo song,
Okay, I'm
just
gonna have
that
to
one.
look that one.
Produced by James Delgado.
Shout out to
course.
James
The GOAT.
Delgado.
James Delgado.
But I noticed you've worked with Third before. How was it working with Third?
It's cool. Third, that's the homie. He kind of put me on. Honestly, I really didn't. My first verse I actually wrote and laid down was for Third.
Okay.
So he had hit me probably about a couple years back. I just knew him from mutual friends, Joaquin and all them, just out of Lathrop. And then he sent me a song. He was like, "Hey, I want you to get on this." And I had never, like I said, I never made music before at all. So he's kind of just going off basically blind faith, I think he could do something. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which is cool. So that kind of pushed me just to write something solid that I want people to hear. And then we went out to LA, had an Airbnb. James was there too. A whole bunch of people, Tommy Holiday, and then the first verse I just laid it down right there. So it's always real natural, working with her, because it's just we're kicking it,
Yeah. So when you worked with James Delgado, how was that experience?
That's cool too. It's same thing, kind of, because me and James actually went to high school.
Okay.
So when I think he was a freshman and I was a junior. I think we were 2 years apart. But he was in my class, and I had known who he was because I'm cool with his older brother. So he was kind of just the little bro, hanging out and stuff, and from basketball and all that. I remember when he would make beats in the back of the classroom, before anything. So it's crazy to see how far he's come and all the success he's had. So same thing with him. That guy's a mastermind, though. When it comes to, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it rubs off though too. That energy.
He's got that
for sure
golden hand
you're
when he
around him.
produces.
Yeah, he really
I
does.
was really surprised when I had first seen you after a long time. I was at Third's music release party. I was like, I didn't know CJ made music.
Yeah, a lot of
And
people.
then I seen you perform. I was like, wow, okay. I was like, he got
Thank
this. You can definitely do
I
this.
try.
So, who would you say is your biggest influence in your music? What artist?
Wow, there's so many.
Let's do the top three.
Top three. Okay, I'll go as of late because
it
you get the
always
Biggie,
changes.
Pac, so they're out the window for now. But lately, the biggest album, artist that had an influence on me was Boogie, Westside Boogie.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard his latest album,
I don't think I
Everything for
have.
Sale. Okay, you gotta listen to
Okay,
that.
I'm gonna check that out.
But Boogie, right now, Reason, all of TDE, they're killing it.
I
J.
fuck with
Cole.
TDE.
J. Cole probably the most influential, directly into my music, where you could probably hear it a little bit, or just as far as content and what I talk about and what I'm trying to kind of societal issues. Like as the more music I put out, obviously you'll hear it. So
Yeah.
probably those three for now.
So if you weren't like doing music, what do you think you'd be doing right now?
Man, I'd be in school still for sure. I went to Delta for a little bit. It was cool, but I kind of just felt like school wasn't really the thing for me at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So if I wasn't doing music, I'd definitely be in school, probably studying journalism, sports, something like that, sports agent, sports journalism.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Next 5 years, I mean, hopefully just growing as an artist, as a man, more importantly. I don't know, an album out for sure. I mean, I just want people to hear what I got to say. You know what I mean? That's all I'm really focused on.
So when can your fans expect new music coming out from you? You working on
Shoot.
anything right now?
Yeah, I'm working on a lot right now. I got to hop back in the studio and kind of clean up a few songs. But I mean, next month, for sure, next month, hopefully have a bigger project out on the way. Hopefully by the end of this year. So 2019 is my goal, like to put as much music out as possible, for sure.
Consistency is key. Just keep doing it. So if people want to find your music, where can they find it at?
SoundCloud, Ceej from the 9. It's the number 9. Instagram, Twitter, same thing, Ceej from the 9. All my stuff is streaming now, Zone, out on all streaming platforms. So make sure you guys go take a listen to that.
If you had the opportunity to open for one artist, what artist would you want to open up for and why?
I would probably say, damn, that's a tough one. Probably J. Cole. I think he's had the most impact on me as an artist, for sure. All of like his whole label, Dreamville, like they have crazy talent. So just to be like kind of on that list with those people, that would be crazy, for sure.
Yeah, I think anyone going to a J. Cole concert just itself.
Yeah. Have you seen J. Cole live?
No, that's the one person I haven't seen live. I've seen a
I
lot
need
of
to go.
other people, but I haven't seen him. I think the best concert I went to, because I went solo, was Tyler, the Creator.
Oh,
He was an amazing
when was that?
performer. This was maybe like 4 years ago.
Oh, so that's like prime.
Yeah,
Prime
this was
Creator,
like
yeah.
when Cherry Bomb just dropped.
Oh yeah, that shows are crazy. Odd Future, all of them. Just you ever see like the videos of them with like ASAP, and they're all just in the studio partying. That's
Must
that's
be
fun.
lit.
Hell yeah.
So where do you want music to take you?
I want music to take me obviously as far as I could get. I mean, that's kind of just the answer off the top. But really, as of right now, my music isn't even for like taking me anywhere or like maybe getting anything from it. If I'm moving up like different platforms, that's cool, of course. Like success, you always want that. But as far as for me, it's kind of just like saying what I gotta say, getting my emotions out, getting my feelings out. You know.
It's
Letting the
another
world get,
outlet
exactly. It's
for
just an
someone.
outlet for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm welcome for anything. Some money for sure. That would be cool, but you never know.
What platform do you like more when you post your music and compared to other platforms, and why?
That's a tricky question because recently, like I said, I'm barely putting out stuff like heavily now, so I haven't really got to test each and every different platform and all that. But I think Apple Music is where most of my listeners come from for sure, and it has a real clean look to it. You can like everything, click on the user profile, the artist, all that, got the picture and everything. So I think as far as looks, it probably looks the coolest. But I know on the opposite end, it's like Spotify, and then I haven't. SoundCloud hurts my feelings, honestly.
I know they only give you 3 hours for free.
And you have the plays right there, and it's like, oh, I can see how many listen like just when I pull up my song.
Mm-hmm.
And you always want that number. You think it's going to be high, but like when you drop something, it's like, oh, dang, it didn't really get the reaction I wanted. So SoundCloud kind of has me.
And sometimes they don't refresh correctly either.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly. Sometimes it'll like, I don't know. But Apple Music probably, I would
Apple
say.
Music
But I
still.
mean, I'm on everything out there, so as many platforms as possible. Just reach the most people, you know?
If you could give advice to someone that wants to start making music, what would you tell them?
Don't follow trends. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. Like, for me, it makes me happy. So I'm just like, whatever music, especially with hip-hop, there's like so many subgenres, like just within rap itself, you know? Like, you got the mumble rap, you got the conscious rap, like all whatever. So, I mean, it's just like, and people kind of look down on that mumble rap type, just the new wave, which, like, honestly, when I was really listening to that when it kind of first started, like Migos and all that, and then all the afterbeats, I was kind of like,
Yeah, I was like, I don't know how
But,
I feel about this.
Exactly,
and then over time,
right?
I was like, okay,
Yeah, it grows
I
on
can
you
get
for
with
sure.
it, you know?
And the more, I mean, kids are like 17, 16, you know, blowing up, like making millions off of that.
Yeah,
and they're just having fun. So that's the way I look at it now. And so, I mean, I listen to all types of hip hop.
With social media these days, it's so easy to blow up, but you see a lot of people blowing up for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
It's like, don't try to make the song that blows up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just make your music, be true to yourself, and I mean, that's the best way to get it going. So that would be my advice to anybody starting music. Just follow your heart, you know?
Yeah, most definitely. And right now, the Central Valley is kind of coming up with more creatives and whatnot.
Yeah.
So where do you see it going from compared to 2 years ago to 5 years from now?
Just the Central Valley in general?
Valley,
I think it's fine. We're finally breaking down that wall of like Northern California, Central Valley, like separated from the Bay Area. Because you talk to people and you bring up California that like aren't from here, they think two things: LA and Bay Area. Like that's about it.
Yeah.
And I think we're finally getting to the point, especially Stockton. Stockton has like crazy amounts of talent right now. Like all the artists.
So
yeah, exactly. You had Don of yesterday.
Yeah, Don and
Kenzo,
Kenzo and James was in here.
Haiti is going crazy. Mm-hmm. Who else from Stockton I had?
Dex,
yes,
most definitely.
Crazy.
Destiny Rogers from Lodi, she got her music on.
Yeah, Lodi. Right, see, yeah, it's stretching out. Because at first I feel like it was like Stockton heavy, and then like.
And then everyone in Stockton, when they first started, they had that same sound. And
yeah.
now
Stockton,
when you look at it, everyone's got a different sound. So it's nice to see that.
They for sure got their own sounds, which is cool.
So is there anyone you want to give a shout out to?
Well, shout out to you. Thank you for having me. Come on here. We go way back. Though,
yeah, we grew up in church together.
It's always cool to link up. Yeah.
Shout out VO.
Shout out VO. Stockton. Shout out my parents. Shout out my family. I just moved out, so like I'm missing my whole family like crazy, to be honest. Shout out my boy Matt, who's here with me today. Shout out to everybody just in the 209, you know, doing their thing. Shout out 3 King Keen. Third. Everybody from the 209 doing their thing, you know? And just people making music in general, following what they want to do. Any creative. So, shout out to y'all.
Well, thank you for being in the studio with me today. It was a pleasure having you. You were tuned in to Aftershot with Mamacita Meeks and CJ. Be sure to tune in next week for more.
Yeah.